Hello my loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Tegan and I am so excited that you are here. As you can probably tell, we are going to be doing a 24-hour reading marathon today. Now this is actually my second time ever doing this, and let me tell you, they are actually so much more harder than it looks. It is difficult to read for that long of a time straight. I definitely need to break it up a little bit throughout the day. So I am starting this one as early as I possibly could. So it is currently 7:49. I'm hoping to start it by 8. And yeah, like your girlie's unemployed. It doesn't matter if I stay up late, but we still have a second day to do this. So I would rather smash it out today and then we can like slow it down a little bit more tomorrow. But of course, this is inspired by the gorgeous Emmy here on BookTube. I am such a huge fan of Emmy. I think that she is absolutely incredible and I love watching her videos so much, especially her 24-hour readathon. So it's very exciting that I get to now film my own. Before we jump into the lineup for this video, let's quickly get cozy, get a drink, get a snack, and let's chat books. Okay, here is my lineup. I'm hoping to at least finish the top 3 books and start the 4th book. I think this is a little bit ambitious, but we'll see what we can do. We first up have Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. This is a rom-com, so I think this will be a really fun, easy palette cleanser. I've been loving Lynn Painter's books this year. I also have Caught Up by Tom Ford. This will be an audiobook reread. Yesterday I finished my reread of The Right Move and oh my goodness, was it the literal best time. I was giggling and kicking my feet so hard throughout the entire day. So I'm very excited to also get my reread done of this because those two are my favorite books in the series. Then I will finally be picking up After the Fury by Melissa J. Kincaid. So she has a completed trilogy out called The Strings of Fate Saga, I believe it is. And this is a spin-off book on 2 of my favorite side characters. So I am so late to reading this, but it is time. I'm finally in the mood for it. So it is going to be happening in this video. And then lastly, we have Kissed by the Gods by Katie Rogan. So if you watch my July TBR video, you will notice that 3 of these books are actually the books that I picked for my July TBR. So hopefully I can get a head start and smash those ones out before jumping into Alchemized, which will be a separate reading vlog. Oh my goodness, am I absolutely terrified for that one. But regardless, I think reading order-wise, we're going to do Caught Up first. I'm going to start off with an audiobook. I do have lunch plans today, so I will be out and about a little bit. And then we will do After the Fury, followed by Happily Never After, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, I can at least start Kissed by the Gods by Katie Rogan. So that is the lineup. We're going to be doing 12 hours of reading today and 12 hours of reading tomorrow, so split up over 2 different days. Let me quickly grab the audiobook for Caught Up. I did purchase this one and The Right Move in the Audible sale a couple of months ago. They were like $2 or $3, which is amazing. So I'm going to chuck my AirPods in now and we're going to get started. It is 7:54 a.m. and we're going to be starting our first book, which is Caught Up by Tom Ford. Let's do this. Oh, AirPods are not connected. Now, I will quickly say that Cade Eden was my first ever single daddy book, and while I do adore him, he doesn't even come close to what Kai Rhodes does for me. I adore this man so much. He is so precious. I love his story immensely. I am a Ryan Shea girly through and through. The Right Move is my favorite romance book of all time. Their love story just absolutely gets me. But The Caught Up is such a close second for me, and Kai Rhodes is a very, very, very close second to Ryan Shea for me. I adore this book so freaking much. I'm so excited to be rereading it and just going through all of those emotions again. So we've just gotten to the part, I'm only on chapter 4, but Miller is now officially Kai's nanny. She's just got into the hotel room where she can officially meet Isaiah, Max, and Kai and kind of go over the ground rules and get a feel for the job and the guys. So we're going to continue on and we're going to have the best time while doing it. So let's jump back into the book. Okay, I definitely forgot just how much banter these two characters have, and I am absolutely thriving right now rereading this book. I adore the dynamic between Kai and Miller so freaking much. I think Miller is one of my all-time favorite FMCs. She is just an absolute firecracker of a human, and reading about her genuinely brings me so much freaking joy. I'm gonna read you out a line that is just peak banter. Granddad, if you're watching this, please skip forward or please forgive me, but it's just too good not to share. So this is what's happening in Miller's inner monologue. So they're at the nightclub. Monty is looking after Max, and Kai is finally out hanging with the team, and Miller is of course tagging along. This is where they're like playing that prank on Kai as well. So they're trying to make sure that all of the guys are entertaining Miller so that he can't get a second alone with her. And let me just read this out. Okay, it burns going down and it takes everything in me to keep from gagging, but then I catch Kai staring straight at me as he throws back his own, and I refuse to let him know I'm suffering. There's only one instance in which I could see myself gagging in Kai Rhodes' presence, and it sure as hell isn't from liquor. Oh my god, I fucking love this book so much. It is just so good. Between The Right Move and Caught Up, like if I'm ever in a reading slump again, I'm just gonna go back and reread those two books, because I have had the best 2 days so far. The best 2 days reliving these books with my fucking favorite characters. Oh my goodness. It's crazy to me that there are people out there who refuse to reread their favorite books because the joy it brings. And these are the kind of books where no matter how many times you read them, it's still gonna have the same effect. Like, these characters are everything to me. So I'm fucking thriving. I'm gonna get back to it. We've got 9 hours and 51 minutes left for today. We've got 4 hours and 47 minutes left in my audiobook, and yeah, we will see how it goes. It's currently 10 past 10, so we're making our way. We've still got a long way to go, but we're making our way. So let's get back to the audiobook now. Okay, we've just dropped Luke off to go and get his haircut before we head out to lunch. So I'm just at Otto's Market at the moment. I'll take you guys in with me, but I love this place. They have really cute aesthetic vibes. We've got a cafe, there's like a bakery thing, a flower shop, a fish and chip shop, and it's kind of just like this big hallway with a bunch of shops on either side of it, and the hallway is like filled with tables and chairs. It's just a vibe. So I'll take you guys in with me and we will go see what we can find in there. Hey guys, we just got back home again, so I'm going to jump back into my audiobook. I didn't listen while we were out at lunch, obviously, and then I just spent the car ride home quickly editing the clips that I do have from this morning already, so I'm up to date. But we're going to jump back into the audiobook now. We've got 8 hours and 3 minutes left on the timer, 3 hours and 30 minutes left in the audiobook, and it is currently 1:50 p.m. So without further ado, let's jump back into it and hopefully smash this one out nice and fast. Okay, you guys, I've officially finished the first book in this 24-hour readathon. Bud is hiding back here. But upon reread, I am giving this book 6 gigantic stars. Again, this is a god tier book for me. I adore these characters so freaking much. The banter between the two main characters was phenomenal. The introduction into Monty's character, oh my goodness, adore him. I just had the best time rereading this. I love to reread my favorite books, and this is actually the first time that I've reread this one. I think I read this around this time last year, so it's probably been around a year exactly since reading it for the first time, and it will be a yearly reread 100%. But I am so glad that this one is now done. Okay, you guys, everyone is showered, everyone is fed, everyone is happy. It is time to lock back in. It's 6:45, so if I have any chance of getting this finished before midnight, I need to lock on in now. We're going to be picking up our second book in this 24-hour reading marathon, which is After the Fury by Melissa J. Kincaid. I do have this gorgeous signed edition here. Fun fact for you all, but I am actually on this author's street team, which is really exciting. I adore Melissa. I think she is an absolutely gorgeous human being. She is an Aussie indie author, and she has a completed trilogy out, the Strings of Fate saga, and I think it is criminally underrated. If you are looking for a vibes read, or even just a series to add to your TBR where you don't have to wait for the next release, you can just binge them back to back, I definitely urge you to do that for this series. Now, this book here is following along two characters that we meet in that trilogy, and it is set after the events of the trilogy, I do believe, so I'm not going to read the blurb out to you just in case there's any minor spoilers, but I am so excited to be jumping into this one and back in this world with these characters. I think this is going to have the potential to be a really, really fun, vibey read. So without further ado, let's jump into this book and let's hopefully get a good chunk of it done tonight. Okay, we're only a chapter in, but I can confirm that this book does take place after the events of the original trilogy. So in the original trilogy, there is a war that happens, and this is set 1 year after the war. following characters and specific things that they come to realize during this period of time. So there's not going to be too much that I can say without going into spoiler territory for this book, but I will definitely try my best to update you guys regardless. But we are going to go back and lock in now. I just thought I'd give that little update. I'm only a chapter in, as I said, and I am already just loving how easy it is to read Melissa's writing. I find that her writing style is so easily digestible, but it's still very detailed, and I don't know, it just has a way of painting such a vivid picture in my head. I just instantly fell in love with her writing when I read her original trilogy, I think 2 years ago now, and now picking this one back up, I'm just completely immersed again straight away, which is amazing. So we're going to lock back in and we're going to continue to read this. We have 4 hours and 3 minutes. It is 7:21. So what is that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we should finish around 11:30, I would say. Fingers crossed if everything goes well. So let's log back in. I do have 2 boys down here. Let me just show you. This is the space I'm working with. I've got Bear over here and Bud here. So I've got my babies to keep me company, and we're going to log back in and get back to reading. So let's do it. Oh my goodness. Oh my fucking goodness. The yearning already, the tension. Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so freaking good. So these 2 characters developed feelings for one another in the trilogy, but it seems that they have not spoken much during the year since that big war, and they are reunited at the moment. They're going on a mission together, and the tension, the yearning, it's all there. It's all there. I fear this is going to be such a good slow burn, and it's just going to like continue to build and build and build, and it's going to be beautiful, and the reward is going to be so worth it. I am so excited. I'm also loving the artwork in this. We've just got a new character art here on this chapter. So once again, I'm going to get back to my book, but so far, so freaking good. It feels like I never left this world. I love it so freaking much. Okay, you guys, it is 10 p.m. We have an hour and 25 minutes left on the clock for the day. I am on page 165. We have just gotten a big revelation into our FMC's past, and I am so stoked about what we have just learned about her. I think that's a really fun, chaotic, insane revelation. I can't wait to dive deeper into it and learn a bit more. At the moment, we've just learnt that. Everyone's kind of trying to wrap their heads around it and get a bit more insight into what that actually means for them. But so far, the vibes are vibing, you guys. The vibes are definitely vibing. My eyes are so sore, but I cannot stop reading. It's just so bingeable at the moment. Like, I'm just flicking pages. I'm flicking pages. I feel like I'm getting faster and faster at reading this book the more that I continue it. I am having so much fun. I, again, would just recommend the series to anyone. I am just having so much fun, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to continue. And I guess for real now, I won't check in until the very end, unless something amazing or mind-blowing happens. So wish me luck, and I will see you in an hour and 23 minutes before I zonk the heck out. You guys, I lied. I am back. I am freaking back with a very exciting discovery. I don't know what prompted me to check this, but I was just reading the back, the little bit where it says a little bit about the author Melissa, and then I just flipped backwards to check the acknowledgements, because I love reading acknowledgements. I think it's really sweet to see, all the important people in the author's life and who inspired what and all of that jazz. And I am in the fucking acknowledgements of this book. Are you kidding me? It says, to my hype team, which I am a part of, and I am the first name listed. To my hype team, Tegan, and then it lists all the other ladies. Thank you for jumping in with such energy and enthusiasm, knowing you were there ready to boost my post and cheer on. You can come in. I am filming. Look. To my hype team, Tegan. That's me in a book.
Really?
That's me.
Hell yeah.
That's me.
That's cool.
It's so good.
That's me.
That's good.
Anyways, your excitement for the art, the snippets, the reveals, and the videos has meant everything. I've said it before, but I will say it again. I fucking adore Melissa. I think she is a gorgeous human being. And this has just made my absolute night. What the actual helly? Oh, this was already a prized possession, but like even more so now. Let me actually show you close up. Woo! Mum's in a book! Oh my goodness. That's my name. Okay, you guys, day one of the 24-hour reading marathon is officially done. I am exhausted. My eyes feel so heavy right now. It is currently 11:27 p.m. We got up to page 289, so we read all of this and we've got this little bit to go. So I will definitely be able to obviously finish this tomorrow morning before jumping into my next book, which is really exciting. I am just so thrilled to be reunited with all of these characters. So even though this story follows along the two main side characters from the original trilogy, we have been reunited with nearly every single character that we met in that series, which is just so freaking fun. I, again, am just having the best time. I'm vibing. It is such a vibes read. The questions that I had from the trilogy about these two characters have all been answered, and at the moment we are about to enter a bit of a war, a bit of a battle scene, if you will. So we've ended it at literally the doorstep of this battle. So I'm really excited to pick this one back up tomorrow. But for now, we're going to go to bed and we're going to get some rest because we have another big day tomorrow of reading. So thank you so much for spending the first day with me, and I will see you guys in the morning, aka in the next clip. Good morning, you guys. It is now 8 a.m. on Wednesday, and we are about to start our second day. I'm not going to talk too much this morning. We're just going to jump straight into it. So we are, of course, picking back up after the Fury. I have less than 100 pages to go, so I should be able to finish that pretty quickly this morning. And then we will move on to our third book of the reading vlog, which is very exciting. So let's just jump straight into it. We have a bit of sun today, which is awesome. I might do some reading outside a bit later on. All of the boys are still in bed asleep, which I'm very jealous of because I'm exhausted. It was really hard to wake up this morning, I won't lie. Anyways, let's get into it. Alrighty, we have officially finished our second book of this 24-hour reading marathon. We have 11 hours and 13 minutes left on the clock. I am giving this book a very solid 4.5 stars. This was everything that I wanted and needed from this book. I loved being back in this world with these characters. All of my questions got answered. It was such a great, fast-paced standalone, and it just added so much more lore and layers to the original trilogy, which I really appreciated. excited. I adored it so freaking much. The artwork inside was absolutely gorgeous. I loved getting snippets of the characters and of the dragons. And yeah, a fantastic read. Again, highly recommend this series to you. I just can't get enough. I also got this bookmark with the book when I purchased it, which is so freaking cool. But that is a series that I am now fully caught up in, which is very exciting. So it's time to move on to our third book of the day, and it is Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. This is a rom-com. It's only 303 pages long, so it shouldn't take me too long to get through. We'll definitely be able to start Kissed by the Gods later on today, but for now, let's jump into this book. Okay, you guys, so far this book is so freaking vibey. I just love Lynn Painter's writing. I love that her books are rom-coms and they just bring back all of that like good nostalgic feelings. So I'm only a couple of chapters in. I'm on page 43, but essentially our FMC at the start of this book is about to get married to this guy called Stuart, and he is basically a piece of shit who has cheated on her in the past, and she recently found out that he has cheated on her again. But she wants to go through with the wedding regardless because her dad works for Stuart's dad, and if she were to call off the wedding, then her dad would be fired, and she just feels really bad about that, and she doesn't want it to come back onto her because she knows that Stuart would somehow make this her fault, and yeah, whatever, it's a whole thing. So her best friend hires this guy to object during the wedding and pretty much call Stuart out for his cheating behavior so that everyone knows that Stuart is a cheater and that he is the reason for the wedding falling through, essentially. So it is so freaking fun. I'm loving it so much. The objector, as they are calling him, is such a vibe. I adore him. And he actually ends up propositioning our FMC into helping him with a different gig because they need a female to do it. So she is about to go and be the objectress. My God, that's a hard one to say, but the female version of the objector. And that is where I'm up to so far. Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm going to continue on. How long do we have left? We've got 10 hours and 12 minutes. So if all goes to plan, we should finish by 8:30. I will have to stop and cook dinner though, so that will probably push us back an hour and a half, depending how long it takes. But so far so good, and I'm feeling better. I'm feeling awake. My eyes are good. I might even see if they have the free audiobook on Spotify a bit later on so I can do a few chores. But otherwise, we're going to continue to read on, and I'll continue to update you guys with my thoughts. Okay, you guys, we have 9 hours left on the clock. It is, what's the time? 11:30. I am just under the halfway point in this book. So far, so freaking good. Lynn Painter's writing is amazing. It is fast paced, it is so easily digestible, and she always has such great banter between her characters. So Sophie, our FMC, and Max, our MMC, they are now doing wedding gigs together. They are partners in crime. They're getting to know each other very well. And just like their banter and watching their friendship really take form has been really sweet. I am absolutely adoring their dynamic. I am hoping that we get a bit of a plot shift or a new plot line that we follow soon, because at the moment it's not repetitive, but if it keeps going the way it is, it will get a little bit repetitive. But for now, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to go and have some lunch because I am starving, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, we have just under 8 hours left. I'm around 60% into the book now, and it's going good, but I feel like it needs a little bit of progression. It needs a little something sprinkled in. I do know from the blurb that something is going to happen, but it hasn't happened yet, and I thought it would kind of happen a bit earlier on, so I think it will take place very soon, hopefully. At the moment, Maxi is falling hard. He's falling fast. He has intense feelings for our girly Soph, and Soph is still being very delulu and refuses to believe in love and that people are capable of not cheating on their partners. So it's a very push and pull dynamic, but their chemistry is incredible. So it is keeping me entertained. I'm just waiting for that little bit of extra so that I can like be fully immersed in it, I guess. I might actually see if it is free to listen to on Spotify, because I'm getting a bit sick of sitting down. I'm really looking forward to getting a couch and putting it in our office so that I have somewhere else to sit that's not just my bed. But that's probably not going to happen for another couple of months. So, oh, it is on Spotify and it is included in premium. Perfect. I'm going to switch over to the audiobook so that I can vacuum the rooms and get a bit of the cleaning done, and then I will report back to you when I have something fun to report. Okay, so we finally got that third act conflict that I have been waiting for. It does say on the blurb, so it's not a spoiler, but essentially they have gotten this new job lined up. Sophie is the one that found the job through Larry, her housemate, and the job ends up being Maxi's ex-girlfriend, who he thinks that he is over, but he's also not 100% sure. They seem to have ended on good terms and are still not friends, but they're not enemies, and so he doesn't feel right about doing this because it is it's saying that she is the one that cheated on the husband. So the husband is the one that has hired them to be the objector. And he's just not really on board with that. He's a bit unsure if he should let his ex know and give her a bit of a heads up. But Sophie is 100% on board. She wants to do the job. And this is where they're kind of clashing a little bit now. So there is a little bit of tension going on. But we're going to continue and see how this gets resolved. I don't think we're going to get a third act breakup in this book because they're not technically dating. They're still in Delulu land. And although they know they have feelings for one another, Soph is still being very delusional and thinking that, you know, there's no such thing as love, and she's kind of just, I don't know, downplaying everything to the point where it's starting to hurt his feelings a little bit because he does love her. He has said so in his head multiple times now, so it's very frustrating in that sense. Like, we just need Soph to get her head together already, but it has only been, you know, like a few weeks since her marriage imploded, so I'll give her that. But still, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. So we're entered the conflict, gonna see how this all plays out, and then I'll report back to you guys. All right, you guys, we have now finished the third book in this 24-hour reading marathon, Happily Never After. I'm giving this book a very solid 3.5 stars. This was such a classic rom-com feel again. Now, in terms of the Lynn Painter books that I have read so far, this is probably sitting in third place. I've only read 3 books. Mr. Wrong Number is definitely my favorite, followed by The Love Wager, and then this would be in third place. I did really enjoy this. It was fast-paced. It had me giggling. I just didn't feel super duper connected to the FMC. I think because it took her so long to kind of get her feelings all figured out, it kind of lost me a little bit there. But I still, like, I didn't hate her. I still enjoyed her. I just didn't connect to her as much as I could have, and as much as I know I have in the past to other characters. So 3.5 stars. The audiobook was actually really good, so I would definitely recommend, if you have a Spotify account to use your hours to listen to that. But now we're going to be jumping into our fourth book. So we have 6 hours, 43 minutes and 13 seconds left on the timer. I've just had a quick sneak, and Kissed by the Gods is actually also on Spotify Premium to listen to the audiobook for free. So I'm going to start off by doing the audiobook, and then later on this evening we will swap to the physical. I really love starting especially fantasy books via audiobook recently. I just feel like I can picture the world and the characters and the magic systems and all of that more vividly when I'm going into it through an audiobook first rather than trying to read it. Usually the first 50 to 100 pages of a fantasy book can be a little bit overwhelming, so having it like playing out in my head as well is super duper helpful. So I am going to do that. I don't think this one will take too long to get through. I'm not sure if we'll finish it today, but we'll definitely give it a red hot crack. The font inside the book is not too small. It's also not super large, but it's definitely readable, and it is a nice floppy book as well. So we're going to chuck the audiobook on, and we're going to start our fourth book, resume the timer, and yeah, I will keep you guys posted with my thoughts on this one. Super quick check-in. I'm on chapter 9. I'm 14% of the way through, and so far I'm not overly obsessed. My main thing that I'm struggling to connect to so far is our FMC. I think that she is fine, but I also just feel like I don't know, it's kind of like a bit of a rinse and repeat FMC for me, I feel, which might be a bit of a hot take, but I just feel like FMCs have lost some of their appeal lately, especially in romantasy books. Like, it always seems to be the kind of same tragic story, the same upbringing, the same kind of like badass, smart ass kind of personality vibes. And I'm just not sure what exactly it is about her, but I'm not sure if I love or hate her at the moment. Like, hate is a strong word, but I just don't really feel any connection to her. The MMC, we got introduced to him very quickly, and I'm intrigued by him, but I feel like he is low-key coming on a little bit too strong too early. So again, I'm not overly obsessed with him. We are now trapped in this new world where there's the winged horses and everything, so that's definitely intriguing me, and I'm not sure what the plot line's going to be so far. I'm still in the middle of kind of understanding the story, but I am intrigued, I am entertained. I'm just not obsessed with our two main characters just yet, so I'm hoping that something happens and it turns it around for me. Again, we're only on chapter 9, 14% through. We're still very early on, but we will see where it takes us. What have we got now? 5 hours and 3 minutes, so it's 4:30 at the moment. I'll have a shower at 5:30 and start cooking dinner then, and then yeah, we will smash this out by 9:30. This reckons. I reckon 10:30, 11 at the latest, but I don't think we will get this one finished tonight, which is fine. I'll probably finish it off tomorrow instead. But yeah, so far those are my thoughts, hoping it gets turned around. And the pacing is fast, but it also kind of feels slow, so I'm hoping that something progresses or starts to kind of take place and take root somewhat soon. But fingers crossed, I'll keep you guys updated, and yeah. damn 10 p.m. on the dot. This 24-hour readathon is come to an end. We read 3 books and we got to the 65% mark in Kissed by the Gods. So we've read this much. We still have this much left to go. Sorry I didn't check in very much with this one, but I feel like I didn't have any updated thoughts aside from me not connecting to the characters. At this point still, it's just a solid 3 stars. It's a good book. It's nothing less. It's nothing more. I still don't find myself caring too much about the characters, but the storyline itself is very interesting. So it has me a bit conflicted. I'm not sure if I will continue the series. I'll probably decide that once I finish the book, depending how it ends, if I'm really intrigued to continue on. But at the moment, a little bit disappointed in this one. And I know that I'm in the minority with my thoughts on this book because this book is definitely doing its rounds. It is so popular at the moment. And honestly, I can see why people are vibing it. I can see why they'd love it if they can connect to the characters. And absolutely, I think it is such an epic romantasy. But when you're not connecting to the characters, it just makes everything so much more difficult. And unfortunately for me, I am someone who definitely needs to connect to the characters in order to fully enjoy a book. So nonetheless, it is now 10 o'clock. I'm probably going to edit this vlog a little bit tonight and then pass out. I think this was a very successful 24-hour reading marathon. I'm not sure how I went with all of my little clips. Hopefully they pieced together nicely. It's a little bit different filming one of these compared to just a reading vlog because I obviously wanted to have the timer going in the background, but I couldn't just record for 12 hours both days because that is a lot of footage to cut through and it would be one hell of a long video. So let me know any thoughts in the comments below if you would like to see more of these, if there's anything you think I could do better with them. But yeah, I had so much fun doing it. This was a great way to spend a couple of days in my unemployment life. So that is that. Very, very, very happy with the outcome, actually. We reread one of my all-time favorite books. We caught up in one of my favorite series. We read a killer rom-com and we gave this one a red hot crack. So thank you so much for joining me on this 24-hour readathon. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Do not forget to like and subscribe. I will probably be uploading twice a week while I'm unemployed, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.